Hi folks, Rob here from Mountain Block Moments. A long way from the mountain, but in some interesting country nevertheless. We're out here west of Mitchell, Queensland. So yeah, and it's been a absolutely magnificent season, but we're up on a fairly dry sort of a ridge at the moment, but the contrast in colours is amazing. So we'll turn the camera around and have a bit of a look at the landscape. A little bit of wind at the moment, but it's not really about the sound quality for this. Just the colours out here and the contrasts are really spectacular. I guess there's no other word for it. Totally different to the mountain block, that's for sure. Look at those clouds. Just amazing. Spectacular. One thing about these stations out west, it's always odds and sods of machinery in differing states of disrepair. These actually belong to the neighbour who sold his place that I bought the donkeys off. It's quite an old Land Cruiser, and they're becoming a bit of a collector's item these days. And I'll get closer to the case, but that's probably a 930 Comfort King or something. I actually owned a Land Cruiser very similar to that one, except it was a khaki coloured one.
It's a great car.
It was a great car. So yes, Comfort King 930. Boom. I don't know how to work on them, but I do know some of the tractors. Wild bit of gear. But even these, the old case Comfort Kings, are worth a few dollars to the right people. And the old, as I said, the old Land Cruisers are becoming a bit of a collector's item. They're worth more than now than what people paid for them brand new. The other thing that we have here is what would be a 30-foot stick rake, I'd imagine. It's sort of the same size as the stick rake that goes on the Alice. This one's off D8G, I think is the D8 that he's got here. Don't know where it is, we may get a chance to have a look at it yet. But it's a fair chunk of steel, that's for sure. It's basically exactly the same thing that goes on the front of my Alice. But I have very little need for 30 foot of blade in front of my dozer on the mountain block. Just nowhere's flat enough to make use of it. I have considered getting it and chopping it down to sort of 20 foot wide. So I do Yeah. If you've been following me, then a root rake of some description would be very handy, just to tidy up after it. Anyway, more interesting gear for the people that are interested in gear.